In today's video, I am going to be talking to you about why you should probably hold off for a bit of time before investing in Bank of Nova Scotia, as well as pretty much any other Canadian bank at this point. So we've seen a little bit of a pullback in the broad market. We've seen that, but we've also seen a little bit of a chart activity in Bank of Nova Scotia, and we've also seen this with a couple of other banks as well. So right now, let's get down, let's check out the chart, let's check out what we've seen, but also a good time to potentially get back in, or at least get in and buy more of it. Okay, so for a very long time, we've seen this very good trend that was going on, and then it broke trend. After it broke trend, it traded sideways for a bit of time. Now, when this happens, whenever it breaks a trend, if it breaks to the downside, generally the right side, it's going to trade either sideways or down for a bit of time. If it trades above, let's say, for example, on a trend, which I need to get better lines on this, when it closes above a trend line, that is generally a positive. So here we can see that it basically bounced around within that trend line, and then it broke through right there. And it ended up to be at a high, and now it's created another high. It has created essentially a double top. Whenever there's a double top, if it doesn't continue to trade sideways and it dips below where it's been trading at, or at least the bottom, and it dips below as we've seen right here, that is a negative sign. And generally speaking, this distance will then, of course, double underneath, which then essentially means that the bottom, or at least the bottom trading portion of this, is about 81.50 right now. We will probably see it get down to about maybe $80, maybe $80.50, somewhere in that range before it starts to pop back up. That is my own personal prediction. Something to also pay attention to is during that big uptrend that we've seen, watch this volume. So we're going to put a line here and watch the volume that has happened. That was during that big uptrend right here. Now we're seeing slightly higher than average volume when it comes down. We need to usually have, and this may be on Monday, this may be on Tuesday, we don't know yet, but the reason for this downtick anyways is because of this new variant of virus that is going around the world right now. Do I personally care about it? No, but apparently the markets do. So what this means is one of two things. This could continue to slide just mainly because the market is going to be scared of everything, or we will hear good news. We will have really bad, big volume, terrible day on Monday or Tuesday, which will bring us potentially down to 80. And then the next day we'll have some positive news. Everything will be fine. I would personally buy any time that you see on a stock that you like. For example, if you like Bank of Nova Scotia, on a day that is a massive down day, if we had higher, and I mean higher, like crazy higher than average volume, so basically one of these days at a bottom, then at that point, I would be inclined to buy in. That would be called capitulation, which basically means that everyone says it's the end of the world, I need to get my butt out of that stock or my butt out of the stock market, and then that's the day that is usually the bottom, which is the highest volume day usually out of them all. And then what you will see is at least a couple of days after, and maybe even the second half of that day, will be an up day, and it would be time to then time to buy in, generally that day of ridiculously high volume. So what I'm looking for with Bank of Nova Scotia is either a bounce off of $80 or so, or what we will see with the broader market is potentially a very big down day. And if we can get a very big down day, don't go all in, but that's when you start buying. And if we have a couple of really big down days with high, and I mean high volume, like 2-3 times higher than normal, at that point, that is what you would be looking for as a good buy-in time. At any time, not just during virus time. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.